All right, we have lost the die roll, but we have a very sweet hand. We can potentially go turn 2 Cathartic Reunion and then turn 3 Cathartic Reunion with Fire Temper, which would be great against like a creature deck, but it looks like we're probably against an Aetherworks deck. In which case, Fire Temper will unlikely have a target. Maybe like a Whirler Virtuoso. I think I can just safely get rid of 2 lands. Oh, that's funny. Our hand like didn't change very much. We changed 1 land into a Elder Deep-Fiend. This is the Naya Aetherworks deck. Oh wow. Well, this is actually going to work out well for us. Yeah. Oh, great. Stupendous. I really want another land drop, like guaranteed, so I think I'm actually going to discard the Lightning Axe. Yeah, and I think once I hit the first Deep-Fiend, I'm going to want to chain Deep-Fiends. And that was just really, really great. And this might be a matchup for Fevered Visions, I think. Nahiri. Yeah, I'm gonna want something to target her. We just have no way of interacting with that right now, which is a bit of a problem. So if our opponent can cast 2 spells this turn, we're actually going to be in a bit of trouble. One thing that we can do on this turn is play a land and then do nothing. And when Fevered Visions, I was going to say when Fevered Visions makes us draw a card, we'll have to discard. No such luck. Couple different options here. I think that so if I play Cathartic Reunion and discard a Kozilek's turn and a dude. Puts me so far down on cards, which is a little annoying. But it would allow me to basically neutralize my opponent's mana for the turn. I mean, he'd have access to a land drop and Evolving Wilds, whatever that can do. So I guess that's what I do. Could also discard no. I could also discard both Scabs. So I could recur 1 Deep-Fiend and then recur the other Deep-Fiend. And well, actually, I guess when I get 1 back, I can discard the other. So yeah, I just need 1 in the graveyard at this point. And yeah, I want to do this. during my opponent's upkeep. Oh wait. Oh, I can't actually do that. Shoot, shoot, shoot. LOL. Alright, well my opponent has like infinite mana. Whatever. So I didn't really have any other options. Be able to Deep-Fiend him next turn. This is a pretty interesting game. I was actually a little surprised that my opponent minus Nahiri to kill my Fevered Visions. Especially because he played the Servant of the Conduit there, which like put him ahead on mana, making it easier for him to dump his hand. But I guess he was afraid of me drawing a lot of cards. My opponent still hasn't found an Aetherworks Marvel, which is good, although... Ugh, don't like that. But we do have the Kozilek's return, so that's nice. Oh. Our opponent already used Nahiri. Don't have to worry about that. Ooh, hello. So this is big enough where we don't even need that much mana. So I think I'll just play the Fevered Visions here. I think that's good. And now we're all set to start doing some serious damage. My opponent might have something like a Grapple with the Past, but I don't think really gonna have anything that can interact with what I'm doing here. I'll be able to fire up the Wandering Fumarole to finish this Nahiri off. 3, 4. If I draw a land, I could even make it so that I can Deep-Fiend again. Which is worth considering, but I don't think I'm going to do. Oh, the other thing I can do actually is I can just hit the Nahiri with the Elder Deep-Fiend and then get one of my Skaabs back, discarding Fiery Temper. And that'll make it so I can kill the Nahiri and cast another Deep-Fiend. And that will be nice. No. Right? Correct. So let's see here. Finish off Nahiri. And we get to Deep-Fiend him again. I love Deep-Fiend so much. Deep-Fiend's so sweet. And Harness Lightning. Love it. Absolutely love it. Now I don't have to worry about a Aetherworks just killing me. I guess I still have to worry about an Aetherworks killing me. And 3. Wow, we can just do this again. So discard 2. Yeah. This is gross. I can do this. The Woodweaver's Puzzle Knot's actually pretty valuable too, because it gives him something to do with his mana. So I guess I'll just opt to target everything except for the green. So if he wants to use his mana for the Puzzle Knot, he has to either use an energy or use one of the lands I'm not targeting. So at least basically I'm trying to get just the maximum value. This does allow him to cast certain spells that he wouldn't otherwise be able to cast. Wow, and he's going for another Harness Lightning on my guy. Kind of a little annoyed by this. So the odds of him having a Marvel are pretty high. But I only have one more Deep-Fiend in my deck. Oh well, I guess the best thing I can do against a potential Emrakul is just push as much damage as I can and put as many things onto the board as I can. You kind of like the Kozilek's return. Can be quite useful. Like if my opponent just hits an Ishkana, then it's Emrakul. Emrakul, my good friend. Alright, so what can I do that would be of any use? I guess probably just get the Stitchwing. No, I guess doing nothing because of the fact that I have the Kozilek's return. Well, now this is going to be hard. Man, the fact that I've got the other Deep-Fiend too is brutal. I wish I had drawn the Deep-Fiend like the following turn, you know? I feel like so much better. I really wish I had a bunch of prized amalgams this game. I've seen a lot of my deck. They're like a good way for me to just like slog through a bunch of stuff. But I have really no way of dealing with this Emrakul. It's going to be a little tricky for my opponent to do a whole lot. He can like discard 2 of the cards in my hand to get back the other Stitchwing, and then cast Kozilek's Return to kill it. So that'd be pretty decent, but and then attack with my Deep-Fiend. I guess that's probably what I would do for him. I think that's what I would do. Yeah, it's like cast Stitchwing from graveyard, discarding Deep-Fiend, Gryff. And then cast Kozilek's Return. If he doesn't get rid of both my Gryff and Deep-Fiend, then no, so he's just going to do this again. If he leaves me with my Gryff, maybe there's a way that I can fill my graveyard with enough Kozilek's Returns to kill the Emrakul. Like, that would be amazing. That's pretty good. And he gets to know the card that I draw. Yeah, that was actually a great plan on his part. It's like he knows my deck better than I do. Still be amazing if these Fevered Visions somehow do it. Wow, and I have nothing to fetch with the Sanctum of Ugin. That's kind of funny. So I don't think it's worth it for me to attack with anything this turn. 2, 2, and then 3. I don't have enough cards to do that, so I won't cast anything. I actually have 3 Stitchwing Skaabs. I can get all 3 of them back. So if my opponent doesn't have a Kozilek's Return of his own, he might be dead. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Opponent is going to take some damage, though, from these Fevered Visions. Maybe there's still a way. Oh, 3 life. Jeez, brutal. Might lock me out. And all these things have reach. So annoying. So I guess if I draw a removal spell, maybe I can do this. Oh man, I'm so close. I needed to draw a removal spell. Now it's too late. I don't have enough toughness to block. Oh, I do have enough toughness to block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 1, 2, 3. So I can cast the other Advanced Stitchwing. Actually, I can cast both Advanced Stitchwings so that I can actually just defend. I can actually... No, I don't have enough to trade. But that would be a hit. Well, I guess that's what we're doing. Oh no, they come to play tapped. So that doesn't work. So I guess it's just cast this. That Woodweaver's Puzzle Knot's a real problem. Man, if I just drawn a Lightning Axe, this nerd would be dead. Super dead. Guess I can do those, knock them to 1. Yeah, I guess the only thing for me to do is to just cast this. And I don't think that I want to play a land. Though I will admit it's a little unclear to me. Oh, I guess I do actually. Just so I can get one of these guys back. So if my opponent has nothing, then I'm not dead. But if my opponent has anything, I'm dead. Aetherworks Marvel, a removal spell. Sure, my opponent doesn't have that many of either. So there's like 1 Harnessed Lightning left in his deck, and then all the Aetherworks Marvels in his deck. One of the best things that Aetherworks Marvel could find, though, is just Harnessed Lightning. Kind of crazy. So I have to have everybody block Emrakul, and there's nothing really I can do differently. Be 1 trample damage and the spider. Man, so close to actually being able to trade with the Emrakul. That would have been crazy. I have to imagine that now I am just completely dead. Oh, another Ishkana. Whoa! Oh yeah, he just activates it. LOL. Alright, well, that was sick. Okay, so for this matchup, what do I want? I think I want all my counter magic. I don't want to take all my removal out, but I'm going to start by doing so. I guess actually I do just want to take all my removal out. Do I want a Jace? Yeah, I think I want a Jace. And I think what I can take out is 1 Kozilek's Return. I obviously want the Kozilek's Returns against Tireless Tracker. That can be like a huge problem. But I mean, I've got the 3 other Kozilek's Returns to hedge. And it's really the other stuff in his deck that I'm worried about. And I can kind of go to war with a Tireless Tracker, so I think I'm just gonna keep it like this. Yeah. Actually, I probably should have taken out the Wretched Gryff and kept the 4th Kozilek's Return, but no matter. Most certainly keep this. So I most certainly want to play the island first, because if I draw like a Wandering Fumarole, I'm going to want to play it. And I might want the option to counter like a Puzzle Knot, you know, with my Ceremonious Rejection. Wow. Well, that's why we play the way we do. My opponent plays a Puzzle Knot, I would actually just counter it. That's fine. Actually, like a Nahiri or a Chandra here would be pretty backbreaking. So I'm actually inclined to just fire off the Kozilek's Return now. I also don't want my opponent emptying his hand too quickly. So if I can draw an untapped land on this turn, that would be really nice. Fortunately, we couldn't do that. But at least we have protection against one of the other Planeswalkers. I do want to drop this Fevered Vision, but because my hand is so counter magic heavy, I'd rather not drop the counter magic. Well, I've got a card for that. And I'm certainly happy I played things the way that I did. Alright, so we keep Rejection up this turn, and hopefully our opponent doesn't play like a Nahiri or Chandra. Ugh. Sucks. Nothing we can do about that, and that's going to be really close, ultimating so soon. We'll be able to do a little bit of counterplay with this Fevered Visions, hopefully. What I really don't want to see is another Planeswalker. I'm surprised my opponent's doing that when he's getting to this stage in the game. But I guess it makes sense. Alright, now we're just going to get a Skaab back, discarding Amalgam and return. And then get both our Amalgams back. Because that is awesome. Opponent has creature, artifact, sorcery, so it doesn't have Delirium yet. Could certainly change that with a Nahiri plus. And you discarded nothing. Oh, no, 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 no! I was supposed to put the stop here. Oh, I'm so bad at this game. Man. I wish I didn't mess things up. The thing, too, is now these are going to come into play tapped. And my opponent's going to be able to minus his Nahiri to do stuff to him. I could have done the other one, but then I'd have to worry about him, like Kozilek's returning, and I wouldn't have Negate. Actually, I guess that one's a 3/4, so it would have been fine. Oh well. Yeah, I'm just really bad at this game. Sorry, guys. All right. Yeah, mistakes were made. Things could have gone better. This deck has been really sweet, though. There's so much play to it. There's so many different little optimizations. Not happy about that. See if my opponent decides to plus or minus Nahiri. Man. Now I'm sitting here trying to slog through this Nahiri and all this other stuff when, you know, it really shouldn't be that hard. I guess actually here, what I want to do is just end of turn Kozilek's return, untap Skaab, so that I can try to kill her in one shot. Obviously, if my opponent has anything, then that's a problem, but I think that's better than just Kozilek's returning, attacking it down to 1, and then not, you know, kind of having a hard time following it up from there. So my opponent casts Marvel, that would be a real monkey wrench in my plan. So it'd also all be a lot easier if I drew like an Elder Deep-Fiend. Natural state. Wow, my opponent seems really afraid of Fever Visions. Guess it makes sense, but I'm still surprised. Alright, well I have to counter that. Which means I'm not going to be able to kill Nahiri, unfortunately. I guess I can kill Nahiri. I'll just have to tap out with the Wandering Fumarole. Nice thing about this is the only thing that can die is the Prized Amalgam, which I can recur. So that's like a little bit of a silver lining, but my opponent's got 5 mana. You know, Planeswalker in the graveyard is 6 types. That means he's only, you know, 2 mana short of Emrakul. And I have no way of really dealing with an Aetherworks Marvel at this point either. Oh, I didn't even kill it? Oh wait, I didn't switch my power and toughness. What am I doing? Alright, it's 11 o'clock at night, and I don't know, I guess I'm just losing it. It's not even that late. Still like a couple hours of work to do. Can't be falling apart like this. Hello, Sigarda. I think I don't want to cast or play any of my cards. Do have a stop set for the end of my opponent's main phase, so I'll be able to get my things back when I want, which is nice. Wow, Chandra. It's gonna be Nahiri too? Oh, he's just making guys. Wow, that's so annoying. And he probably has a Harness Lightning. Man, this is brutal. Super brutal. Deep-Fiend is decent, but not really enough. I mean, I can Kozilek's return everything, which is cool. Kozilek's returning everything is cool. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Best thing for me to do here. The best thing to do is just nothing. And I think I wait until the end of my opponent's turn just to get like the most stuff. Use my life total as the old resource. Need to get absolute max value out of my Kozilek's return. Oh, is this Emrakul? No, it's Nahiri. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. Traverse for Emrakul? Emrakul, is that you? Oh, buddy, old pal. My clock is basically gone. I have two of them. Pretty good chance my opponent just has Harness Lightning. Also, there's no way I can win a game 3. Alright, no Harness Lightning. Sweet. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So he actually needs the Chandra to cast Emrakul. So I guess that's like my only hope. And this game has been absolute punt fest. Punt fest 9,000. Don't have to change the power and toughness that time. Yep. That's bad. Oh, that's bad. Doesn't do anything. Actually looks really bad here. I'm actually just dead because he can attack with everything and then just activate. He's 1 mana short of activating. Maybe there's a slim chance I'm not dead. Totally dead. Well, this deck was sweet, and I think if I'd played this better, I would have won. Overall, this deck felt really powerful. Yeah, I'm just totally dead. Oh, all right, I'm just gonna concede. There's like no way I can win. But yeah, just to do a quick recap, we'll go to the deck list real fast. Super sweet deck. I think it has a lot of what you need to like fight the popular standard decks, and it attacks from like a pretty unique angle. So a lot of people are going to be like a little confused, a little unprepared, and this deck's like really sweet. I'm kind of curious to see what kind of new tools it may get from the new set, because that'll be pretty exciting. Some of the stuff, like all these scabs and stuff like that, are from the basically last block, not the current block. So I don't know like really what to expect that could be in the new set, but it's certainly making good cards of the old set. I actually wonder if this deck just should have been a deck earlier. Doesn't really seem like there's any new cards that are really. I guess like Cathartic Reunion is actually a really big deal for this deck, so that actually makes sense. But yeah, anyway, sweet deck. See you guys next week. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll try to have another highlight from some sort of top 8 or something that's been doing well, but it's like flown under the radar for you guys then too. Anyway, have a good one. Hope you're enjoying the holidays, and I'll see you next time.